Hello everyone. Usually when I teach my class in person, I do show some exercises and I let students program some of their own solutions to them. And last time I did it, this was the three problems that we did. Definitely the first one is easier than the last two. Out of the last two, the very last is more interesting, but which one is more difficult is up to you. It may look that the last one is more difficult. We'll figure it out as we go. So let's start from the one which is like average or below average for this class. Those problems are from our textbook. I may have modified them a little bit. Feel free to look at the textbook problems. They should be somewhat similar, at least mostly similar. So let me start another file. This is the problem that we will solve. 1 foot equals to 12 inches. We want a program that will convert feet to inches. First, we want a function named feet to inches that accepts the number of feet as an argument and returns the number of inches in that many feet. So it's a value returning function and it does only one thing. It converts from feet to inches. Okay, so write in the function feet to inches. It will take a variable feet and it will return feet times 12. So this is a little program, but it needs to return feet times 12. And that's all it does. Feet is a numeric variable in numeric format, and hence the output will be in the numeric format. Okay, and then we have a main, so the program itself, so def main. We need to ask the user how many feet. So the variable ft equals to input feet. And by the way, feel free to spot an error as I go on. Now I want to create a variable in. Okay, better say inch. I don't want to use reserved words as variables, and it will be feet to inches. And take a moment for sure, pause the video now and say what goes in parentheses. ft. So we ask the user for the number of feet, and then we want to pass it as an argument into my function, and the function is computed in the same length in inches. And lastly, I can print there is our inch the word inches, so the string inches, in, I need it in quotes, ft for the value of feet, and the word feet will go in quotes. So I'm creating a nice printing statement explaining what we got. So let us run what we have. And at this point, you should know that we are running into the trouble if you watched carefully, so I'm still gonna do that. Well, okay, I have to save it. Well, for some reason, nothing happened. Take a moment, say out loud why nothing happened. Because no one called main, either here or anywhere for that matter. Another problem, I was a bit too arrogant, so I just wrote code thinking that it will work. It almost never does work as you intended it. So whenever you write a function, you need to debug it. So this function, the very first one, how do I debug it? One way to do it is to just call it, a rudimentary way to do it. Let's say call it fit to inches 3 on 3. 36 inches in 3 feet. Seems to work. You may want to debug it a little more. Now let's go main and we will test if the whole program works. How many feet? 3. Oh, something interesting happened. Puzzling. What's going on? Pause the video, figure it out. Of course, some of you have been yelling at the screen for the last 5 minutes. How did I do the input and not convert it? Because input is supposed to be in the return something in string format. Input is a function that returns something in string format. So it's supposed to be converted. Here it is. And by the way, 3 was repeated 12 times, which is a behavior when feet was a string, times 12 means repeated 12 times. So concatenate with itself 12 times. All right, so restart. I will call main now again. Sorry, did not mean to do that. 3. There is our 36 inches in 3 feet. Okay, well, this is a little program and it has a main. Now for it to work as it is, I need to call the main from the program, and that way I will not have to do anything else besides entering what I'm asked, what I need to. All right, 5. There is 60 inches in 5 feet. Is that all? Does that work? Think again. And maybe you've been yelling at the screen for another 5 minutes now because there is a subtle issue that I will illustrate right now. How many feet? 2.3 feet. Oopsie. So you cannot assume that the number of feet will be an integer, and I was converting to integer a number that could be not an integer. How to fix that? Of course, just do a float. So now it will work. I'm not going to rerun it again, but small details like this can be important, and if you don't figure them out during the design, you figure them out during the testing. All right, now I think it's a good program. I did make some choices over here with regards to how to describe it as one function, or there is currently 2 functions here. Whether or not in this particular case it is a good choice because fit to inches is just one function is up to you. For all the longer, more sophisticated programs, this is how you want to do this.